Alright, here we go. We are going to feed blood pythons today. This is Henry VIII and Bloody Mary. I'm gonna put a white rat way over there. And we'll see how Mary does, because I think Mary has noticed it. And we're gonna see how she does about getting that baby. It's only been about a week since they ate, so they might not do it. But if they do, it's going to be a pretty decent sized meal for them. I don't think they ate anything this big before. But as all of my snakes grow, obviously they keep eating bigger food. Alright, here we go. Oh, there it is. While she's busy, I'm going to put another one in there on this end. And we're going to see if we can get... There comes Henry. Out from under the tape. It's supposed to be taped down, but those blood pythons, they know how to get under those things. He's noticed it though. He's coming out. He's hunting. He's saying, you know, that rat smells pretty good. I wouldn't mind having me a little taste. He smells it. He's definitely looking around. It's a pretty good hiding place for that rat, though. We'll see if Henry can find it. I've noticed that blood pythons are not the brightest snakes in the world. They're just not real smart. You get spoiled to smart snakes like cobras and mambas. They're so much smarter than these blood pythons. But the blood python has his own little special spot in my heart, you know what I mean? They're so cool. And as they get older, they should get redder and turn more of the red blood python look instead of that brown look. Oh, he's noticed that rat's over there, I think. His tongue's going crazy trying to smell it. That rat, he's got it figured out. He's got him a nice little nook under that rock over there. Now that's all supposed to be down on the ground, but these blood pythons, they move the furniture around all over the place. You're wondering why that dirt is wet where Mary is? It's because that's where the water bowl was, and it never fails. They're gonna turn the water bowl over because they try to get under it, and so they spill it all over the place. Mary, she's already going to start swallowing hers, and Henry, he hadn't figured out where his is yet. I may have to chase that little rat out from under there. Wow, she's got a face full of that rat already. I hope she won't let go, because nope, she's going to go ahead and do it. Because sometimes when them blood pythons, when they let go, it takes them forever to figure out how to find the head again. But she struck that sucker right in the face, and I'm hoping that she'll hang on to that face and go ahead and swallow it. Woo, yeah. Thanks, Henry. Henry VIII, I am. Come on, look over there. There it is. See it? There you go. There you go. You're heading the right direction now, buddy. Well, you were for a second, anyway. You're like, which way did he go? And I will hug him and squeeze him and love on him all day long. And then I'll swallow him. But first I gotta find him. He's 3 inches away from me and I don't know where he's at. Oh, there we go. Come on, Henry. He says, no, he's over here. He can't be over there. He's not over there. For sure he's not over there where I just smelled him. He's got to be over the opposite direction. Poor Henry, he gets no respect. He says, maybe he's up there. He's floating. Wow, a flying rat. Oh. Wow. He's gonna come out. Oh, he's in the middle of a shed. He's just shedding, isn't he? Yeah. Ah, there you go, Henry. There he is. There he is. Come on, dude. He says, which way did he go? Wow, he's right there. That rat was right next. If it had been a snake, it would have bit him. All kinds of pun intended. There we go. He's figuring it out. There we go. There it is. And this is also for Henry. This is going to be the biggest meal he's ever had. He didn't get him very good. He's gonna have to do a little bit more rapping before he can kill that thing. He's barely got his head. He's determined though, he's gonna do it. There you go, Henry. Wow, look at those markings. He's so beautiful. I'll be glad when they turn red. You still don't have him quite right, but I think it's a little more like it. Now, some of the food that I've been feeding him in the past, they had a hard time constricting it because it was so small. So these are a little more substantial, and they can actually wrap them and squeeze them. Wow, that rat's got some big balls. Get Mary and okay, she's still in frame. We're good. She's pulling him a little further to there. She's turning around. Okay. and I decided to put on some really cool background music, in case you didn't notice. Now, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, you might want to go ahead and do that, because I have a bunch of snakes and other critters, and I'm gonna do video. I'm going down the line right now of trying not to repeat too many of the same critters and do the variety thing. And I hadn't done the bloods in a while. And then of course I have some nocturnal animals that are kind of hard to videotape because they don't like to come out until it's dark. And he got that rat right in the face too. It looks like he's just gonna go ahead and swallow it too. I hope so. That's cool. He's gonna block the view so we can't watch. But when you feed two snakes in the same cage like this, you gotta be really careful how you do it. Like, there's another video, I think it's still on there, that they were fighting over the same rat. And it was quite a struggle. I thought that Mary was gonna choke poor Henry. Finally, Henry got smart enough to let go. But it's not cool when they fight for the same food like that. So this one went good so far. And as I've had these, I guess I've had these guys about a year. They've gotten better at eating. They were kind of picky the first few months. It was hard to get them to eat. But I'm having no problem getting them to eat now. They like to eat. And blood pythons are ambush predators, so they can sit in one spot for a long period of time. You know, like even for weeks, they can just sit in one spot and they wait for the prey to come along, and then they snag it and eat it. But they don't cruise around a lot and go hunting like some snakes do. And these are also going to be heavy-bodied snakes, so they're going to get big and thick and fat and round. When they get full grown, they're going to be huge. They get, you know, around 7 foot long or more. But the thing is, they get very big around. They can get about as big around as a Burmese python, you know, or some of them Burmese python, like a male. But they don't get nearly as long as a Burmese, but they can definitely get just about as fat. And it just looks really cool. So we're gonna try to put some weight on these guys because they're so skinny. Not. They're just babies still, so if I keep feeding them now that they're eating right, and they're not being as picky, and now that they're eating medium-sized rats, those were pretty decent-sized rats. The next step is getting them to eat frozen thawed, because these guys are still pretty much insistent on eating live food. Well, there's Mary. Mary's finished hers already. That didn't take long. And then when she moves out of the way a little bit, I'll clear off a spot and put her water bowl back in there and see how long it takes them to turn it back over. Blood pythons like water. But I want them to be in the water, not under it. So beautiful. Wow. I love my babies. I'm gonna go over here and check out, see what Henry's up to. Especially since I took her water bowl away, which she was hiding under the water bowl. Well, it looks like his shed isn't coming off very smooth. I may have to soak them. Give him a few days to start digesting those rats, and I'll give him a good soak and get all that, make sure all that shed gets off of him. You can hear that little parakeet kind of singing in the background. It's just kind of unusual because it's a female. And she's a pretty good singer for a girl. Now all the snakes today, except for one, the Isabella Island ground boa, still insist on eating live food. But just about all the rest of them ate frozen thawed. And tonight, I'm going to feed these guys. Let me show you right quick. We're gonna cut off for a minute. I'm gonna pan up here, and we're gonna show you, if I can, it's hard for me to see it. There we go. Alright. Oh, we're still missing it. Oh, there we are. Oh, there's glare like crazy. Well, let's go to this side. There, we got one of them. That's Frollo. Let's see if we can get a better shot of Frollo. Frollo is an emerald tree boa. They're nocturnal, so they eat at night. We don't get a lot of videos of these guys. And then his girlfriend over here in the glare. Unfortunately, we can't see her because of that light glare. But that's Esmeralda. And they're probably gonna eat tonight. Alright, back to the subject at hand. And if I could, I try to catch videos of my emeralds eating, but they like to do it at night in the dark. Kind of hard to videotape that when it's dark. So I don't know about how many videos we're gonna get of those guys. We'll have to do something else, videotape me, because some people say they have a reputation for being aggressive, but I've seen just the opposite. I can get these guys out and handle them all day long, all the time, and they have no problem with it. So I don't see any kind of aggressive tendencies in my emerald tree boas. So I may do a video of me just getting them out and playing with them a little bit, letting them crawl around and letting you guys see how beautiful they are. They're bright green and white. They're just absolutely gorgeous snakes. And one day, I'll probably come in here and be surprised to see a whole bunch of little red babies crawling around on the floor. That would be cool. So I'm hoping that one day they'll breed and give me a bunch of little emerald tree boas. They're not the easiest snakes in the world to take care of. The main problem is, or the main thing I've noticed that's more difficult, is water. They won't go down to the ground and drink water out of a bowl. So I put a bowl up and I hot glued it up to the very top by the branch where they're at. And I have to constantly refill that thing, and then I also spray them. And that's helped. Now they get plenty to drink. But it is cool. I wished I could videotape them eating, because they hang by their tail from the top branch all the way to the ground, and they'll snag the little rat right off the ground, and they'll constrict it while they're still hanging from their tail, hanging in the air. It's pretty cool. They'll even swallow it while hanging from their tail. Pretty amazing. I wished I could videotape it. I'm gonna try to figure out how to do that. Well, Henry's not putting his down as quick as Mary did. He's having a little bit more of a struggle. He's saying, you know, this is pretty big meal, man. You try swallowing this. No, I don't think I want to, Henry. I'm gonna leave that to you, buddy. So,